Hi everyone, welcome back. So as I mentioned in the last video, I was going to off-screen getting Wario again. You can just take my word for it that. Well, actually I'll be able to prove it in a second, I suppose. But for this video, I'm going to head into a level that we haven't been in yet. One that I don't really particularly care for, but that has a really cool glitch in it that I'm dying to show off. So there's that. And I'm also going to finish up everything else in the basement that I'm able to do in this playthrough. So the first thing I'm going to do is head into this level. It's Hazy Maze Cave. And I'm really glad that I'm Yoshi once again, because it means I can do a little cool thing with this star from the Toad. So I've got 26 stars right now. I can actually skip this little cutscene if I just fall into the level while it's in his mouth. And I do have 27 stars, and as you can see Wario's hat is there, so I do have him unlocked. Just going to pick Mario because he's the quickest. Most of the stars in this are really easy to get. I would say this is probably the level in the game where Wario is actually the most useful. There's a couple stars in here that actually require him, which is one of the reasons I wanted to get him so early on, just to get this out the road. In the Nintendo 64 version of this game, there's a lot more glitches in this level that let you skip much of the travelling that I'm going to have to do in this one, but it's not really, it's not that big of a deal. Ugh, I think I've mentioned this before. I probably haven't, because I've never been in here yet. But the poison gas in the DS version is a lot worse than it was in the original. If you touch it at all, he goes into the damage received animation, and it just takes forever to get out of it. In the original, he doesn't do that, I don't think, or at least he doesn't do it right away. Like, you have to be in it for a certain time. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just ignore me. Anyway, I got the first star of this level. As you can see, the key's just somewhere in the abyss. I actually will be able to get to where that is later on, so I'm gonna do that just for fun. Okay, there's one more star that I want to get as Mario. The rest of them I'm gonna get as Wario, except for one which I'm probably just gonna do as Yoshi. It's pretty crazy how easy this one that I'm about to get is. You can just, I mean, it's the same in the original game. You can just come up here and then just, if the camera would actually cooperate, you can just long jump straight across here. I think they expected you to go around a long way and then jump across this wire mesh thing, which takes a year, so obviously I'm not going to do that. Okay, so I'll get all the ones that require Wario now. I'm going to leave Swimming Beast in the cavern until the very end, because there's something important that I need to show off while I'm down there. I mean, Wario doesn't really seem that slow when you're just long jumping everywhere, but if I were to just run everywhere instead, he would seem really slow. So I found out something cool about this. Every single time that there's a switch star and it's inside a block which has coins in it, the coins will always just land on the switch. So I'm never going to have to worry about that. This one's really easy. I mean, the only thing that could make it slightly difficult is how low Wario's jumps are, but even then, oh god. Even then, it's really not a big deal. Never mind, it totally genuinely is. I can't believe I screwed that up. Thanks, Wario. Nah, it's not his fault, it's my fault. But, I mean, I've said this before, I think it's 50% me, 50% the awful controls. If this had an analog stick, that just wouldn't have happened. It's just a fact. 3D games should not be played with a D-pad. Anyway. So yeah, I can actually open the 30 star though now. I'm probably still not going to do that, just to be weird. I don't know. I'll see, if I can get the rabbit glitch right away, I won't open it. Otherwise, I'm just going to open it, because I've already seen that one anyway. So another star that you need Wario for is the Rolling Rocks one. I'm actually just going to get it like this. You can either punch the rocks yourself as Wario, he's the only one that can do that, or you can just get this, but you need Wario to break the black bricks, so I'm just gonna stand here. I think it's random which one it's in. I think it's usually the 4th or 5th one for me. Just have to see which one it is. Okay, number 4. I've had it be number 5 a couple times, so I'm not really sure. It probably is just totally random. And this, of course, means that the area where the star was in the N64 version, the little like opening at the top of that room, it's still there, but it's totally useless now. Okay, so this is the last one that I can get with Wario, or the last one that I'm gonna get with Wario. He is actually needed for this. I don't really need to use him to get there, but I might as well do it anyway. It's really not hard at all to avoid coins in this level. I mean, they're usually in like little secluded areas like the one we just saw off to the side, or like they're out of your path like that is. Okay, so this room's had a bit of a design overhaul from the original. This centre platform used to be higher up, and you had to jump on the sea monster, at least you were supposed to get on top of it. This one you can just swim straight to, and you saw how slow Wario was. Now before I break open this, I want to explain a couple of things about this room. Over there is where in the original game the metal cap was. In this game it's just like a little bonus level. It's the same level, just with 2 stars in it. Neither of them can be gotten in this playthrough, because one of them is red coins and one of them is a switch star, but you need to use Mario's flower power ability to get it, so can't be done. This one in here, you need to hit that switch underwater to open this gate. Now in the original there's a way to bypass this. If you jump high enough and then land on the switch, then like your character's force will still hit the switch even though it's underwater. I can't say with 100% certainty that that's not possible in this game, but I've never seen it done so far and I've never been able to do it myself. So I'm like probably 99.9% certain it can't be done. But there is another way to get inside there, which I'm going to be showing off in the next star. But for now, and yeah, they've changed Dory as well. I really don't like the way it looks now. It used to be kind of slightly realistic looking, now it just looks goofy. Anyway, I need to like be careful and not get these coins. So thankfully when you do a kick on this rock, it pushes you back. And hopefully it'll be safely outside the coin radius there. Yep. In terms of coin dodging, that's probably the hardest we're going to get in this level. And I have collected coins there before by accident, so you know it can happen. So for the last star, I'm just going to go Yoshi. Obviously we can't get Elevate for 8 red coins because it has coins in it. But we can get, as it's called in this game, Metalhead Wario can move. I think that's what it's called anyway. So what I'm going to do is, and this is a pretty inconsistent glitch, I'm going to stand on top of this block, go up against the wall, just stand roughly here. First person mode, I'm going to hold down and right, and as soon as the camera clips through the wall, I'm going to press X again to come out of first person mode. And it worked first try. Okay, so as I'm falling, I'm trying to move him towards the inside of the level so that he lands in this invisible water. I really was not expecting to get that first try, so I'm just going to explain a little bit what happened there. Usually when you do what I just did, the camera spazzes out a little bit and your character sort of jumps up and down on the spot for like a few frames or whatever. And sometimes, and it is usually quite rare, sometimes he just falls right through the block and through the level. And as I said, it's important that you hold towards the centre of the level so that he like lands in the invisible water, because if you're too far out or if you don't move at all after clipping, then he just falls to his death. So I'm looking for the key. I don't actually see it. I don't think it's loaded on this map. But anyway, there's a specific route that I want to take here to avoid accidentally loading the wrong area. I'm going to head up on the touchscreen to this kind of area here. I'm just touching it right now so you can see there's like a little bump that sticks out. I'm going to turn around, I'm going to head to this little bump just in there. I'm just being extra careful with this just to make sure that I don't load the wrong area. And when I get here, I'm going to head over to the toxic maze, which is right there. Just going to head over to this corner. And when I'm along the outside of that, I can turn around and face my final destination, which is over here. Now this little corner, I'm going to try and touch it right here. Like right about there. Well, you'll see when I get there. That's where I'm heading for. I want Yoshi's face to just be touching that corner. Not the arrow, but Yoshi's face needs to be touching it. So maybe one more swim, one more, I can just jump now, and yeah, I'm on land, so I'm just trying to fumble around here until I find the door. There we go. So then on the other side of this, I can't get out. If I was Mario, I could do infinite wall kicks here, which I kind of wish I'd picked Mario now, so I could do that. But yeah, I just have to go back inside the door. And I can get this star. No, I was going to try and like get it with his tongue and fall down the pit, but it's too far away. And that's Hazy Maze Cave completely finished for this playthrough, until I decide to go back and change the rules a little bit later on. I was right, it's Metalhead Wario can move. So, the other two levels that I can take care of down here are Shifting Sandland and Dire Dire Docks. I'm going to do Dire Dire Docks first, because there's something in Shifting Sandland that I want to end this video with. Okay, I'm probably going to get this. Yep, nice and easy. I've gotten a lot better at this ever since I started practicing it pretty much before every video. So just lining up the top of his head with the last part of the map that we can see. Heading right. Oh, I hate it when it's not exact. Ugh, whatever, I can just sort of guide it a little bit. And once again, just waiting until the left side of the screen is lined up with that part of the map. And I should be able to go in straight to Dire Dire Docks here instead of having to go into Bowser and the Fire Sea first. Because I know it's away at the back. Like that. Okay, cool. So, I'll get the Wario one first because it's like right at the start. You need Wario for this, obviously, because you need to break these black bricks. I do like that they've added something new to this area, because in the original game this part was kind of like there was really nothing in it except for at the bottom of the sea. So in this brick right here, there's a switch star. Just going to wait for those coins to start flashing, then I'm going to open this block. Remember, this one's okay because it's not a red block. It gives me a shell. I can just take this straight across. There's no way you could make this with any character, actually, I don't think. If you were swimming. Even Luigi, who is by far the fastest swimmer in the game. I'm not sure who the fastest swimmer between Yoshi and Mario is. I'm just going to pick Mario. It's probably pretty even though. And this star has been simplified quite a bit, the chests in the current. There used to be 4 chests down here and they were in kind of a weird order. And obviously the game doesn't tell you how to get them, like which order to do them in. There's only 3 in this game and it's pretty obvious. You just sort of go anti-clockwise or counterclockwise if you're American. And then you get the one in the middle at the end. Please don't get the coin. Okay, we're safe. Wait, where'd it go? There it is. So, is that it? No, there's one more star I can get. Just one. Yeah, because obviously I can't get this one, which means that aside from this one, there's 2 left. One of them's the manta ray, which I can easily get, and the other one is the one where you need to like go through the thing underwater in the other area in the level. There's a star in there. You're supposed to use Luigi's invisibility thing to get through it, or in the original game you would use the vanish cap. And obviously I can't do that in this playthrough, and as far as we know, there's no way to get it right now. It does seem like it might be possible someday with the same kind of glitch I used in Hazy Maze Cave where you're able to fall out of bounds and then get it from behind. That would be pretty cool if we figured out how to do that. But right now there's no way to do it that we know of. I probably will look into that though, just to make sure. And that's it for Dire Dire Docks for now. I'm going to open this door from the other side just to be... Oh no, that's right, I forgot, you can't do it. You need Mario to open the star doors, so that one's going to stay locked. Just going to take the long way around then. I'm probably gonna go and beat Bowser in the Dark World soon. I mean, I'm not gonna get the key, but I'm gonna go in and get whatever stars I can get from in there, which I think is just one. But yeah, like I said before, I don't want to open the basement. I want to avoid opening star doors as long as it's like not ridiculously difficult. Alright, let's see if I can enter the level with this guy. Nope. It is possible, it's not really that hard, but... So this one, the only reason I couldn't do this with Yoshi before is because you need to be able to break blocks, and Yoshi's the only character that can't do that. Somebody mentioned in a previous video that you can do it if you do a slide kick. This isn't true. By slide kick I mean this move here where you hold R and press A. Doesn't work. The only way to break them as Yoshi is to spit a bob-omb at them, and there's no bob-ombs in this area, so I'm gonna have to do it as Mario. And you can totally cheese this, which I'm gonna do, because I hate having to go all the way around this. Just do a really easy triple jump here. And just... Oops, wow, that was a disaster. Well, that is probably the hardest part of this trick anyway, so... the controls are starting to annoy me a little bit. Okay. Unfortunately there's no coins in there. I don't know what this thing is, this thing on the wall over here. Is it like a map of the area? Probably not. Anyway. So these guys are a total joke as always. One thing I'm really grateful for is that they shortened their text. In the original game, they each said like one line at a time and it took forever to get through it. There was like 10 text boxes or something. There's only like 3 in this one. But it's exactly the same way. We kill them exactly the same way as we did before. Right, come on you. Okay, the star should appear exactly where I'm standing, so I won't even have to jump for it. Brilliant. So there's one more star, I believe, that I can get in here. Is it one? Actually, it may be 2. I'll have to wait and see. It depends when the silver stars one appears, but I can certainly get this one. I'm going to use Wario for it. In fact, I need to use Wario for it. But yeah, I can't remember if the red coin star on this level is the last one or the second last one. If it's the last one, then I can get the silver stars one in this. Wait, what am I talking about? Is there? No, there is a silver stars one. It's inside the pyramid. This is one of the only levels that has... In fact, I think it may be the only level that has a switch star and a silver stars one. So it's pretty unique in that regard. And there's nothing particularly hard about this, unless you get crushed. Which I didn't. Actually, there's another thing I want to show off with Wario in this level, but I'll do that just at the end of the video, I think. It's another thing that only he can do. So let's have a look and see if we can do this other one. I think we might be able to. Yeah, we can. Okay, that's brilliant. I'm going to do it as Yoshi because, like using his tongue, I might be able to get some of the stars a little easier. So I'm going to enter the pyramid from the top and try and get the stars from the top down. The good news is, if I screw up inside this and accidentally get a coin or something, I can just kill myself in there and I won't need to do this part again. Ugh, I hate the shell physics in this game. They're so much worse than they were before. It's so slow. It's like much harder to keep your momentum. Alright, let's safely get on a land before we do anything else. Don't get the coin, don't get the coin. Okay. Can I run up this slope? Yes, I can. So those of you who have played the original game will know that this is basically the same as a star that was in here, but instead of like coins with like special triggers on them, it's now silver stars, which makes this challenge in this star a lot easier than it was before. It was possible to get a star coinless in the original, but it was really, really difficult. Probably the hardest in the game, actually. Because the little triggers above the coins can be activated without actually collecting the coin, but it's just so difficult to do. Unlike this one, which is a complete joke. I love how his tongue can just break through that glass. It's really powerful. Okay, so that's the basement pretty much finished. Gonna save the game because the next thing I want to do is not going to end well for this game. Well, actually no, there's something I want to do before that. Obviously I can't get this star or the 100 coin star, so it's time to just mess around a little bit. I'll take the shell. If I can get up there. I'm not sure if this one is going to work, because it's actually quite precise. I've only gone it a few times in the past, but I'll try it anyway. Okay, so get rid of the shell. God damn it, no, I'm gonna have to wait. Nope, nope, I want that back. I need the Wario hat. Alright. That was easier to get back than I thought it would be. Right, he needs to leave me alone, seriously. So I'm going to stand here, I'm going to point roughly in this direction. And when the thing comes over me, I'm going to punch it. Okay. And, ugh, leave me alone, seriously. And this is like now in a position where, ugh, no, it's not in the right position. If it was a little bit more to the right, I would be able to sort of wedge myself in there. And it would force him out of bounds. And I can't do that because it's just in a bad spot. But I do have a video of this on my channel already. I'll be posting that in the description, so check that out if you're interested. I'm not even going to try and get in there because I think I'm just going to die. Almost got that coin, that would have been bad. I wonder why you can't take your cap when you're in the water, that's weird. Anyway, another glitch I want to show off involves this pillar here. If you run up the side of this and dive into it, and it might take a few tries, but something cool will happen. Yep, I got it. So if you look at the map, the touchscreen, you can see that I'm moving far away from the level. I'm actually holding several directions right now. Nothing is working. He's moving too fast. I can't move him at all. And he's now in the sky. If I zoom the camera out, turn it around, you should eventually be able to see the level a little bit. Where is it? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there it is there. So, as you can see, I'm well above it, but I am very, very slowly getting back down to the level that it's at, but it's never going to happen. I mean, I once knew someone who tried this for 8 hours, and he basically stopped moving after a while. At least it seemed like that. So, in order to get out of this, you have to just press B or A, and it kills you. Because of the nature of that glitch, we call it a Hell's Portal, like the opposite of a Heaven's Portal, even though it's kind of similar. But yeah, there's one more thing I want to show off, and I'm going to pick Star 2 for this. I've mentioned a couple times now that this game has multiple versions of it, and I'm going to show you the simplest way to check in-game which version you have. But before I actually do the glitch, I need to explain a couple things. If you have the European version, that's like its own version, if that makes sense. It's like separate from what I'm about to do. The glitch that I'm about to do does not work in it. It's the same with the Japanese one. These are like their own versions. If you have the Australian release of the game, it is the same as the second and final North American release. So this game was kind of weird. It didn't come out in Japan first, it came out in North America first. And the earliest version was only released in North America, and that's the one I'm playing on right now. But in order to find out which one you have, you need to be wearing the cap of another character. In this level, you need to have a star where the bird, Klepto, is free to take your hat from you at any time. You need to pick up this box right here. And you need to go and stand still at a place where he can swoop at you. And if you have the earliest version of the game, then this will happen. That is a horrifying noise, so I'm going to stop it right now. Just turn it back on. So there's something. And if you have any version other than the first one, then your game will not freeze. Nothing abnormal will happen. Now, the biggest difference between the versions is basically a lot of the glitches, or a lot of the sort of stupider glitches, ones that you might consider bugs, only work in the original version of the game. Most of those are just like little freezes and sort of goofy things like that. Most of the cool stuff will work in any version, but whenever there's a glitch that doesn't work in a certain one, I'll be sure to point it out, because I'm pretty knowledgeable when it comes to that stuff. And just erase it. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Just let's play it safe and make sure that my coin totals and everything are still 0. I really don't want to screw that up again. Yeah, and those are all the stars that I can get right now. So, cool. I'll copy that file off screen anyway. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.